Do you ever get uneven performance in your field? Sure you do. The real question is why that happens. More than likely, it's because of your soil. That's right, your soil. Not your fertilizers, not luck, soil. So how do you solve this? Do you go out there and start taking soil samples and sending them to the lab? You could. But how do you know you are sampling from the right spots? This is where Helena's HyGround Soil Management System and Inspex Crop Management Program was designed for, to address variable production in the field. Let's take this NDVI image that measures biomass or plant vigor differences. It's easy to spot the parts of the field with the lowest and highest vigor. This view at 30,000 feet is a great way to capture, confirm, and define your variability. With the help of some special tools and key technicians, Helena agronomists work to get you this data. First, we start by checking the soil, looking for salts, texture, differences, toxicities, and even nutrient deficiencies. Then, we use a machine to map a field according to electronical conductivity, or EC. As the machine is pulled through the field, an electrical pulse is sent down through the coulters and the EC reading is taken. An EC reading is the measurement of how fast the current moves through the soil. We use a GPS marking the latitude and longitude each time a reading is taken, which is about every second, which then gives us 100 georeferenced data points per acre. Once the computer processes the data, we get an image like this. The dark areas are the lowest vigor areas in the field, which indicates the biomass differences which are directly impacted by soil condition. From this data, similar readings are grouped into multiple zones, which we use to set up a guided sampling scheme based on the different EC zones. Soil samples are then pulled and sent to the lab for analysis. The lab report can then be graphically represented by a series of maps, one page for each element or value on the reports. One report looks like this SAR map. Here you can see the variability of the sodium problem across the field. The red zone has an SAR greater than 6.5, which is too high for most crops. You need just the right amount of sodium, as too much sodium is toxic. Here, we know the problem is high sodium in some areas of the field. So now we know where exactly the problem is. We can define a variable rate amendment program for the part or parts of the field that need it, rather than applying the entire field. This saves you money from having to buy several tons of treatment such as gypsum. With this tool, you can apply only what you need to the area you need it, at the right rate you need. Helena Agronomy uses the best technology tools operated by trained technicians, and together with our own proprietary services of HyGround and Inspex, we are perfectly qualified to ask the right questions and provide the correct answers to help increase production in your fields.